Hello Libra, and welcome to your triple cross reading for the month of December 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs. In some months you might identify more with your moon sign or rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your astrological chart, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there'll be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because I'm reading for a lot of Librans out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I would just like to let you know that I am now on Instagram, and you can find me under Triple Tarot, and I am doing free oracle card readings for the mid-month every single month for all the 12 zodiac signs. It's a free service, so if you are on that social media platform, I would love to see you over there. Now, let's begin your reading. Down the center, we have the Eight of Swords, the Death card, and the Hanged Man. Crossing or supporting that, we have a King of Pentacles, and this is definitely a crossing card. And what I see here is for my Librans that are in the midst of deep, profound change, and that will apply in different ways for all of you. I do see that you could be undergoing a transitional stage, a transitional period, and you are leaving something behind. And this could be a relationship that you valued so very much with the King of Pentacles. Talks about the things that where we place value, the things that we deem worthy. Or it could be denoting a job, a situation in the works sphere that has perhaps felt a little bit limiting with the Eight of Swords, so you're leaving that behind. And I do see that perhaps these ending phases, or these things that are undergoing change, because that is what the Death card represents, it's things that need to transform. So they can no longer stay in their current state. They need to either evolve into something else, or they need to come to an end. So they don't always talk about endings, the Death card, whenever we see it. But I do have this sense here with the Death card, the Eight, and the Hanged Man, that you feel like you don't have as much control over this situation as you would like it to be. And the Hanged Man has appeared in your reading to invite you to see the higher wisdom of this situation by reassessing it, by really trying to see what it is that it is trying to teach you. Because any situation that poses a difficulty for our life, for us, does have a wisdom attached to it, and that wisdom is for our own spiritual evolution. So try your best to see this wisdom so that you don't still try to hold on to things that are not going to be good for you, that no longer have the value they once had. And it is best to go with the flow with these changes and not try to hold on to things that no longer serve us. Now, in your root area, we have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Pope, or the Hierophant. So for my Librans out there that are dealing with a fire sign like an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone that's very charismatic, very magnetic at that, if it's not those signs. But the thing with this person is, despite their charm, their charisma, or their appeal, they are not, at least not in the now, they're not mature enough to offer you the level of commitment that you need. Or perhaps their words are not matching their actions, because this Knight of Wands, of all the knights, he is the most, he has a wandering eye. So if it is a love partner to you, it's difficult to be with somebody like that. It's just someone that is not ready to settle down. So that's really the energy as a whole of this card. So what the cards are inviting for you to do, and I say that they're inviting you to take the lead, because the Ten of Swords is a card of endings, but swords are from your suit. The swords suit represent Libra, rather. So you are being called to be the one that says no more. I will no longer tolerate this behavior, or this situation isn't offering me the level of commitment that I need and desire in my life. Now, for other Librans out there, I do see that there's going to be a lot of responsibilities for your sign this month. And in order to not feel bogged down or feeling like life has lost a bit of its spark, things feel flat, things feel a little bit lifeless or routine or boring or stale, try acting, and this is the positive side of this card, because every card has a light and a shade, and the light of the Knight of Wands is that he tries new things. He's very bold. He loves to be original. He loves to be inventive. So by acting in this way, you can mitigate that sense of routine, of boredom, of lacking light in your life. So try your best to be original and think outside the box, especially when it comes to institutions. And what do I mean by that? It could represent a marriage if you are a married Libran. Otherwise, it could denote your school, university. It could denote your enterprise if you are a boss owner, or if you are a working Libran. And it can also talk about your organized religion if you have an affiliation with any of those. It does talk about trying to see outside their norms or the box. Now, in your recent past, we have the Five of Wands, the Empress card, and the Five of Cups. So I do see that for my Librans out there that have been a little bit worried when it comes to finances, or you feel like there is instability when it comes to your finances. And I say instability because the fives denote things that are not as stable as we hope that they would, because that is numerologically the meaning of the five. And the Empress here is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus rules abundance and also material wealth. So that's money and our possessions. So instability when it comes to finances. And please, please, please do not operate from a place of lack. And don't fixate or obsess over the things that you do not have in the now. Why? Because in the Rider-Waite deck that most people know, that most of us are familiar with anyway, we do see a figure that is so busy and preoccupied staring at the three cups that he has already, but he doesn't feel enlightened or happy, or he's feeling rather stale with what he has. He misses an opportunity from the universe. There's a fourth cup that is being offered to him, but he is so busy with his own preoccupations that he misses that opportunity. So you're being called to open up your eyes and open up your energetic sphere so that you can let these new opportunities that are trying to come in into your life. So try to get out of your rut, your routine, things that feel stale, like we talked about in your root area, and things that feel like they are stuck emotionally and mentally at that. And that is what we talked about here in your center position. So the cards definitely do have a lot of synergy. Now, in the crowning area, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Tower card. So, yes, the Tower card, sometimes a lot of people hate looking at the Tower card because it looks very dramatic and very scary. But this is why I love reading cards in threes or in unison with another, because they inform if it's the lightest or the easiest manifestation of the card, the benefic side of the card, or if it is the more difficult, shadowy side of the card. And in this case, it's a very positive surprise, something that you perhaps didn't see coming. That's the energy of the Tower. in the work front, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles that talks about our business or what we do for work. Or if you have felt blocked, especially creatively, if you're an artist, for example, you will feel a sudden surge of inspiration. So try to maximize that energy, because I do see that it does have potential. You'll get the seed of an idea that can germinate into something very lucrative down the road. So planting seeds and going for it will be to your advantage this month. For some other Librans, I do see a new beginning with a person from the earth element, like a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or if it's not those signs, it's just someone that you either value or they value you in turn. This could be very reciprocal. It could go both ways. And whoever this person is, they're very stable. They're someone that has a very dependable energy, but there is a lot of explosive chemistry between you. This is a person that has a lot of radical ideas, or they could very well help you with the ideas that you're trying to manifest. Now, in your future position, we have the Temperance card, the 5 and the Knight of Cups. So halfway through the month, I do see that you could be making amends with somebody. That they could be a friend, or they could be a love interest. And if it's not a love interest, it's just someone that is from the water element, like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this person, whoever they are, they're coming back into your life to ask for forgiveness. So it's going to be your call to forgive and forget, or not. But the cards are really saying that it would be to your benefit to forgive. Not so much because they mean it or they don't, or perhaps they're not even worth your forgiveness, or you don't deem them to be worthy of that. But it is good for you to forgive for your own sake, not for them, for yourself, so that you can finally release pain from the past, the could have, would have, should have feeling of letdown, of wounding. Heal that so that you can welcome 2019 with open arms. Now, in your ego position, we have the 2, the 9 of Swords with the Devil card. So the cards here are reminding you that it is to your best, in your best interest, rather, to be as decisive as possible. So don't be indecisive. Don't overthink too much, because I do see a lot of mental exhaustion at that. Even this could be living in the past, or being so worried about the future that you kind of miss your present. So you are in a bit of a mental prison here with the Devil. It's taking control over you. And once again, whenever we see the Devil, yes, it's a negative card, but if we recognize that we are in control of our thoughts, our emotions, and our reactions, the Devil has no hold on us. So it's just a reminder to not be overthinking things, and to just go for things and live in the now, in the present tense. I do see that your answers will not be coming from the mind, and instead they will be coming from your intuition, because in the Rider-Waite deck, we do see a moon in the background when there's a figure that she's blindfolded, and she has 2 swords crossing her whole body. And that denotes not being able to choose between A or B, this or that. They don't know what to do. But if they could only trust their intuition, they would be able to make a choice that much more easily. So don't overthink. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition this month of December. And I do see that you should try to recognize where and with whom you have given your power to this month, or in your life as of yet, because there is a negative affiliation in your life. This could be a relationship, this could be a vice, or it could be caring too much about what people say, because we have a lot of swords card that talk about communication. And if this is this sense of like not being able to forgive either other people or yourself for things that you did that weren't perhaps the most clear, that weren't perhaps the most positive, you have to let go, release, forgive for your own sake, and forgive yourself for any mistake or any wrongdoings that you may have done thus far. Now, in your environment, we have the Six of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and here you are, the King of Swords. So you have appeared in your reading, but you have appeared in your environment. So what that tells me is that by reconnecting rather with people from either the past, it could be a past life connection, it could be just someone that you used to know in the past and now you're reconnecting, you're seeing them again, people that perhaps you don't see very often but that you love and you value so very much. They could help you reconnect with yourself and reconnect with your self-worth, open up your heart and make you feel more at ease and more yourself. So by just being in their presence, it could really, really help you flourish. So if you need any aid or help when it comes to these changes that you're undergoing in your life currently, or these things that you have to let go, release, forgive in the past, just know that you have the support here, the moral support, emotional support from friends and loved ones, should you need it. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Ace and the Three of Swords with the Seven of Wands. So I do see that these are fears, and you have a fear or a worry here of being badly let down by somebody, or not being able to see people with clarity, people's intentions with clarity, and of having to fight so hard to be understood that you either create a breakup, kind of a rupture in your relationship with someone. And I just want to say that this is just an area of propensity. So this is not in your actual reading, and it has not manifested, but it can. So that is a very important thing to note. If you feed into your fears, it can manifest, or it has an easier way of seeping into your life. And of course, we don't want that. So don't feed into your fears, and try your best to not act from a place of either trying to be right. Even if you are right, don't force your opinions or your point of view onto anybody, even if you are in the right, because your words could be cutting, or this could be people acting this way towards you. Their words could be cutting, and you might cut back as a reaction. So don't be reactionary. Try to control your emotions. Think logically when dealing with people that are difficult, or they're just a little bit of like a know-it-all energy. So it's best not to engage with people that are like that. Now, in your outcome for the month of December 2018, we have the Emperor, the Justice card, and the Six of Pentacles. So this is such a beautiful trio. You see all this gold, and here you are. You finally made a cameo in your reading. And this lets me know that you will definitely have more control over your circumstances, rather, in the end of the month. So that's a beautiful thing to see, because you start the month not feeling in control, but then you end it with a lot of control at that, because here you are, you've appeared in your reading, and you're right next to the Emperor, and he is the boss. There's no higher authority than the Emperor. So yes, we have kings, but the Emperor trumps a king any day of the week. So this is wonderful. You will feel more yourself, more in control over your life. We've already talked about this twosome here, and you will feel more abundant financially, and also you will feel like your relationships, that sense of giving and receiving, has now reached its balance, its equilibrium in all facets of your life. And I do see that your generosity will definitely shine with the people that you value, because we're dealing with pentacles, and that talks about things that we deem worthy or people that we deem worthy. And this could be definitely a father figure to you, or it could be your actual dad. But for some of us, our father figure could be our brother, our uncle, our grandfather, our boss, or a teacher. So whoever this person is to you, there's a lot of generosity and a lot of help to be had from them. And even though you have a very beautiful, generous spirit, and I see it here with a 6, and you are very diplomatic at that with, I mean, you're a Libra, but you have manifested as your highest potential with the Justice card of diplomacy and tact and grace, you will recognize, especially by the end of the month, that not everybody deserves your time, your heart, your wisdom, or your trust. By the end of the month, you will be able to finally let go, release people that are not in your same vibrational frequency. And that's a good thing to see. I do see you being able to be more decisive with the Emperor. He makes decisions so easily. And you will take the actions necessary to recover that sense of balance, that sense of harmony in your life, and you won't have room anymore for people that don't know how to respect you or value you. So that is a beautiful thing to see. So you're ending 2018 really strong. All right, Libra, that is the end of my reading for you. I would like to thank you so very much for all of your support to my channel, all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and for commenting on my videos. They truly make my day. And an extra special thanks to everybody that has placed a donation for these videos. It lets me know that you value my work, and it also helps me keep these free readings on my channel. So if you feel called to donate, any denomination is welcome, and you can do so in the link in the description box below. And I am inviting you to follow me on all social media. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram under Triple Tarot. And if you'd like a private reading with me, you can do so by visiting tripletarot.com. You can look at my services and my rates over there. All right, Libra, I'm wishing you a very beautiful and blessed month. Happy holidays, happy new year, and I will see you guys in January. Bye-bye.